A historic moment has just stunned the sports world as Los Angeles locks in a record-shattering contract that makes headlines everywhere. This isn't just a deal, it's the biggest ever, a move that cements loyalty, sets new standards, and completely reshapes the future of the franchise. Fans are in disbelief, rivals are scrambling to react, and insiders are calling it one of the boldest commitments in sports history. Why was this unprecedented contract struck now? What does it mean for the team's long-term vision, and how will it impact the championship race for years to come? Don't look away, because this historic move is more than just numbers, it's a game-changing statement that will be remembered forever. Welcome back to the channel, everyone, and make sure you hit that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe if you don't want to miss any breaking Dodgers news. Today we have something absolutely massive, something that has the entire baseball world on fire, something that will go down as one of the most shocking and historic moves in the history of Major League Baseball. We are talking about the Los Angeles Dodgers making a historic move and shaking the MLB to its core with the biggest contract ever for superstar Mookie Betts. Yes, you heard that right, the Dodgers are making headlines again. And this time it's not about a trade rumor, not about a pitching rotation shuffle, not even about Shohei Ohtani, but about their superstar right fielder and one of the most talented players in the league. This news is bigger than just numbers on a piece of paper. This is about what it means for the Dodgers' future, what it means for their fans, and what it means for the league as a whole. Because when you look at the Dodgers, you don't just see a baseball team, you see a franchise that is constantly raising the bar, redefining what's possible, and refusing to settle for anything less than greatness. And in this case, securing Mookie Betts with the biggest contract ever is the ultimate statement that the Dodgers are not here to play games, they're here to dominate for years and years to come. Now let's take a moment to really think about what this means. Mookie Betts isn't just another good player. He isn't just another all-star. We're talking about a generational talent. A player who can change games with his bat, with his glove, with his speed, and with his leadership. Since the day he arrived in Los Angeles, Betts has been nothing short of phenomenal. He's been the spark, the energy, the face of this franchise alongside other stars, and his impact goes far beyond the stat sheet. This is the guy who makes highlight reel plays in the outfield look routine, who delivers clutch hits when the Dodgers need them the most, and who sets the tone for the entire lineup. The Dodgers know what they have in Betts, and the baseball world knows it too. So when reports surfaced that the team was finalizing a historic extension, one that would make Betts the highest paid player in Major League Baseball history, jaws dropped across the country. Analysts were stunned, fans were divided, and other franchises immediately began to feel the ripple effects. Because when the Dodgers open their checkbook like this, it changes everything. Now you might be asking, just how big is this contract? We're talking about a deal so large that it eclipses previous record-setting contracts. We've seen massive deals before: Shohei Ohtani's mind-blowing contract earlier this year, Mike Trout's mega deal with the Angels, Bryce Harper's long-term commitment to the Phillies, and so many others. But the Dodgers just went above all of that. They put their money where their mouth is and gave Betts the type of historic contract that cements him not only as the face of the Dodgers but also as one of the most valuable players in the entire history of the game. And this move says a lot about the Dodgers front office. President of Baseball Operations Freddie Freeman and the ownership group are not afraid of spending. They are not afraid of investing heavily in talent. They are not afraid of shaking the entire system if it means keeping the Dodgers at the very top. And remember, this is the same team that has already made waves with the Ohtani contract, with Tyler Glasnow, with Freddie Freeman, and countless other moves. They are stacking stars like nobody else, and this Mookie Betts extension is just another example of why the Dodgers are the envy of the league. But let's not just talk about the money. Let's talk about what this does for the Dodgers on the field. Because locking up Betts long-term means stability. It means that for the next decade and beyond, the Dodgers don't have to worry about losing one of their most important pieces. It means that every lineup card Dave Roberts fills out, every time fans show up at Dodger Stadium, they know that number 50 will be there leading the charge. It gives the team consistency, leadership, and the ability to build around a cornerstone that is as reliable as they come. Betts has been more than just a player, he's been a leader in the clubhouse. Teammates talk about how he sets the tone, how he demands the best from everyone around him, and how he holds himself accountable every single day. When you combine that with his on-field performance, you get the type of player that every championship team needs. And the Dodgers made sure he will be wearing blue for the long haul. Of course, with a contract of this size comes plenty of debate. Some critics will say it's too much money, too many years, too big of a gamble. They'll bring up concerns about age, about injuries, about long-term performance. They'll point to examples of other massive contracts that didn't work out the way teams hoped. But here's the thing, Mookie Betts isn't just any player. He's a proven champion. He's consistent. He's durable. And most importantly, he's exactly the kind of player the Dodgers can afford to take this kind of risk on. Because when you're trying to build a dynasty, you have to lock in the players who make dynasties possible. Think about what this means for fans. Imagine being a young Dodgers fan today, watching your favorite player commit his prime and beyond to your team. Imagine knowing that every single season, you're going to see Mookie Betts in right field, in the leadoff spot, making plays that leave you speechless. That's the kind of joy and loyalty that keeps fans invested, that keeps the stadium packed, that keeps Dodgers Nation stronger than ever. Now let's zoom out a little bit. What does this mean for the rest of the MLB? Well, for one, it raises the bar for contracts across the board. Other star players are looking at this deal and thinking, if Betts can get that kind of money, what does that mean for me? It puts pressure on other teams to open their wallets. It forces small market teams to figure out how they're going to compete when the Dodgers are locking down talent like this. And it continues the conversation about the financial gap in baseball, the difference between teams like the Dodgers and teams that simply can't afford to play at this level. But at the end of the day, this is what makes baseball exciting. Moves like this get people talking. They spark debates on talk shows, they trend on social media, they create buzz that lasts for weeks. And that's exactly what the Dodgers want. They want the spotlight, they want the attention, and most importantly, they want to keep building toward more championships. Because let's be real, this isn't just about winning games in the regular season. This is about October. This is about the postseason. This is about World Series titles. The Dodgers are not satisfied with just being competitive. They want to be dominant. They want to build a dynasty that rivals the greatest teams in the history of the sport. And making Mookie Betts the highest paid player in MLB history is a crucial step in that direction. So Dodgers fans, take a moment to celebrate. Take a moment to appreciate what your team just pulled off. Because contracts like this don't come around often, and players like Mookie Betts are even rarer. This is history in the making, and you get to witness it. As we wrap this up, let's remember what this really means. It's not just about dollars. It's not just about years. It's about commitment. It's about belief. It's about a franchise saying, "We believe in you, Mookie Betts. We believe in what you bring to this team, to this city, and to this game." That's the real story here. And for Dodgers fans everywhere, that's a reason to smile, a reason to celebrate, and a reason to be more excited than ever about what the future holds. So there you have it. The Dodgers just shook the entire baseball world with a historic move, making Mookie Betts the highest paid player in MLB history. This is a statement. This is a message. And this is a moment that will be remembered for decades. If you're as fired up about this as we are, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel for all the latest Dodgers news, and drop your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think this was the right move? Do you think the Dodgers paid too much? Or do you believe this is exactly what it takes to build a dynasty? We want to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.